All right, the stalker stories are getting more outlandish by the moment and desperate. Uh, I think the more people I friend, seriously, they have to because their posts change from whatever they're doing at first. They all change to all of a sudden they're positive. They're trying to start their own business. I know you're like, well, maybe it's just the time. No, but how come everybody? Posts go from just regular frivolous posts, pictures, and to now they're doing something. They're getting there, and it's always their own business, small little business, and and it's an ad. Their posts went from just regular people post stuff to it's basically an ad on these social networks. Uh, no, I'm not mad. Trust me. It's like I said, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. Is why don't you just whoever you are that's running it for the black people that the gang start? Why don't you just come out and run for something? But you can't, I guess, because you can't make people do what you say. If you just become a regular politician, you can't make the people. Whatever you got on these idiots, you can you can make them. Yeah, I'm getting these two guys. There's one over there with a blue shirt and one over there with the black shirt bending down. So the other one, it looks like I don't know where he's going with the white hat. Don't look like he's going to work because it's only about what's not even 7 o'clock yet. Looks like he's going to the party. I mean a gym workout or something. I don't know. Probably lives with his another one that lives with his mother. That guy. I've been out here at this time before again. Usually it's nobody right now, but and so I knew this whole thing is planned because the guy who owes me money, he just sent me the money early in the morning. Uh, the guy that I work with, he paid. But anyway, so I knew you this probably planned. Like I said, they're getting desperate now, and it goes with what I was saying about that I started to say before these two idiots walked out, gang stalkers on video. Uh, Walked out about what I said, how it's always now everybody's getting something positive, doing money, which would be fine if this was they did it the normal way without breaking the law, without terrorizing other people, without being a homegrown terrorist, you know, which I think is just stupid on their part. All of this work, if you're really going, I don't know, the dude that dressed like he's going to work, who knows where he's going? He's a gang stalker. The motherfucker might be riding around the block until I get through and go back in the house. I don't know. Or he might just be going to do his gang stalking. He might have other targets he's going to fuck with. Both of them. They just dressed, he might be going to target people in a gym this morning. The other guy, who knows what he's going to do. Uh, but the costume for today for these clowns is one is working and one is a clown who's going to work out, working and working out. But yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna friend more people, especially black people, and just random people, and it's gonna have to change. And so that means that the secrecy would be the less people, but they're gonna have to recruit more and more new people at a time when they're really. I think this thing is falling apart. I'm serious. Just look on TV, the news every morning. In the news this morning when I woke up, you could say whatever about me, you're crazy. Because every morning that's the first thing I turn on because it's automatic programmed in a box, so the news comes on. Right? So she's telling a story that sounds like it doesn't sound the same the way she's talking. It's she's professional. She's been there for so she's. It sounds like she's not she's unsure. Like the story is just totally made up, and she knows it. Like I'm never gonna get out this local channel because here's what it sounds like, and that's what she looks like. You like I'm not gonna go to a bigger market, and I'm stuck here with whoever, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they have something on these people. Maybe they did something. They aren't just recruits. Like they thinking they've been lied to and thinking this is a good thing. They're doing a good thing. I think they've done. They must. That's why I find it hard to believe these news stories about people and the gang stalkers. Personally, who tell me these stories, I'm like, I never seen that. I know I don't see everything. You're only one person, but when you've seen some of the things and know some of the things that we know because of what was going on back in the day when things was popular and there wasn't no gang stalking on this level, because it didn't happen on this level till the money didn't come until September 11th. Whether you found it, like I said, I'm not gonna go into because I don't know, what they say. Like Governor Ventura, the ex wrestler, Jesse, his theory that it was the whole thing was an inside job, or the theory that they knew, from chatter as they call it, what they were gonna do, but they let them do it anyway, or they knew and they didn't believe it that they could carry it off. But the point is, with the fact we seen how that changed everything, not just airport security, homeland security, the surveillance, and they had the justification, basically fear mongering. Oh, we have to monitor everybody's cells and whatever, but we don't care about what you're talking about. It's just keywords. We're looking for the terrorists that they use. And kind of from my experience in the military, I kind of believe them, not because I want to or stupid, but I just know how these intel guys act. They really don't give a fuck about what shit else about what they're looking for. So normally it's like that's the one thing I don't even think they're trying, because the person who said it is not military. So I don't. I think he, just going by what his people told him. What I'm saying, never was in the military, ex-military or anything. So the like I said, these fantastic stories they're coming up with. You can say, oh, well, what type of people? Hey, you can't help it. You grow up around. You also, you can say, well, why'd you hang with? But anyway, never. They tell you other things, especially way back in the day before everybody had a cell phone. It wasn't affordable. At the most you had a pager. So they had to do. So there wasn't really too much fear about. And plus they were young. We were young. So telling you the things they did, bragging, then you see it on the news really the next day. So because how could they know unless they just happened to be by it, which was too random. It was too, somebody else's neighborhood or whatever. They had to be there and do what they said they did, because it wasn't that's the only way I find out. Because I don't know why they wanted to tell me afterwards. It's heinous crimes, I guess, way back, but they paid for it. They did the time and came back out, been out. But never no stories about all this stuff going on now. I don't know. Maybe it's just the younger generation that turned. Maybe because they're effeminate. Like I was reading, someone else pointed this out. These effeminate guys, these new generations, like that guy, he's almost my age, but why is he walking barefoot? Oh, he's not barefoot. He got on sneakers. Gray sneakers. I couldn't see, because it's dawn. His colors match the goddamn paint. If you look, he has on blue shirts and dark blue pants and shoes. It literally matches the scheme of the buildings. I don't know, the gang stalkers are crazy. I don't know what they told them to wear that for. But I just noticed that. But yeah, somebody, it was, again, it's just like I said, I'd be perusing regular YouTube channels. But I guess since I perused them a lot and comment, the poor YouTuber who just wanted to be a YouTuber, now he's a gang stalker, or she, there's females and males. They thought they started off like on a positive, conscious, black vibe, like old rap music, the Public Enemies or the, Common, you become an actor. But when he started out way back in the day, the conscious stuff, Tribe Called Quest. Anyway, long story short, just there was positive black, right? But now, You can say I got a big whatever. I don't care. Like I said, I know this is for them, not for other convince other people. This is for them. Like I said, to like once they become one, it's like they lose what they used to have, their integrity. What I mean by that, I think they would, they probably were people like us. They didn't, react. And I'm talking about like when you were younger, you've been learned. Don't worry about that shit. But now it's not part of the program. I don't think that the reaction. I'm not an expert, but like I said, high school psychology would tell you that what the program is meant to be, and what I seen from an article that I believe is an actual article with a gang stalker, because the arrogance of what he was saying to the reporter. I'm trying to find it again. Sounds just like what we're going through. And he's trying to justify, and he sounds just like a lot of these certain politicians who won't bend. And I ain't talking about the ones you think I'm talking about. Or either you do know I'm talking about. He just no, no, and it's like, but there's no, how can you justify? There's no oversight. Nobody can, you just can't guarantee us that y'all know what y'all doing. He was like, these people have fallen through the cracks or somehow went to court. Basically, like he saw those Law and Order TV shows. That how somehow there are episodes where the bad guy, he gets off, and so he's like, oh, these people either they committed a crime that, and so long story short, and I saw other comments, and basically it's from other women who were like, no, it's like these guys might have said something that they deemed disrespectful. She was sticking up for a lot of the male targets that they just said something that a woman doesn't like, and they got put on the program, being vindictive. It also might just be random. So the guy is trying to justify it with the reporter, and he's unbending, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a couple of assholes I know. Totally emotional. Oh no, they got away with something. Jealous motherfucker. Just jealous of other dudes. Just they had to have done something. You know how like if they beat them at something, you had to cheat it. You cheated somehow. There's no way you could beat me. The rest of us, shit, this motherfucker beat me. I gotta go back to the lab and learn some new moves or something like that. Time to go. That's all that is. The rest of them, these motherfuckers, jealous little bitches. Oh shit, he had to cheat it. He did something wrong. Oh, he got over somehow. Oh, that's I know for a fact. Women say shit like that, man. Come on, dude. What kind of man are you? So anyway, somebody last night he just random comment. Hey, these little effeminate dudes are kind of rapey, and you know what? I never thought of that, because like I said, I keep saying I've never, all the criminals. All these dudes I know that been to prison, some twice. That some of them actually killed people, did their time, they done got out, because of way back in the day. Now they out already. Well, not already. It's been decades, but still they're out now. And that's how young we was when it happened, and it's like, man, nothing about rape. The only motherfuckers I heard about rape that I went to school with, I was in the Army and just happened to be home on leave, and you hear about it, and it was shocking, because you're like other guys, we know guys that got killed, that it killed people. I guess what they call desensitized. That doesn't shock you when you hear about that. You're like, damn, that nigga stupid. I knew he was gonna do something stupid, something like that. Or one of your homeboys, like, damn, why did nigga do that? Because he got himself caught up, and he's dead now. But the only shocker was the one when they told me about the two dudes that raped somebody, raped the girl. I was like, and this was years ago. I was like, and that was the only time, the only ones, and only two dudes out of all the other types of crimes. So that's why, it's not we're misogynistic and don't believe. It's just, and you don't even have to grow up around in a rough neighborhood with a lot of criminals. Just, I think, guys, period, you don't hear. And they can say, well, the girl didn't report it. No, they don't. Well, that girl reported it. And this is way back in the day. They went to prison. You know, that's how you heard. Oh, you know, so they in prison. No, what these fools do. What? Really? God damn, really, nigga? It's like it was shocking. Really, there ain't much that could shock me, but that was shocking. I'll never forget that. It's like the dudes, you know, yeah, that's what it really was. Like dudes, you know, dudes I knew and shit. I didn't really hang out with them, but once or twice. But you know, like damn, I hung out with this dude once, and it was you know, it was unbelievable. But it's y'all women, y'all making these dudes so effeminate. It's like y'all castrating them, and I guess maybe they have to prove they're starting to feel naturally what y'all doing to them, especially y'all black women, to these little boys, and maybe they just feel they gotta lash out. You know, the rest we didn't have to go through that. You know, we didn't have this bullshit. You know, coming down. Like I said, after September 11th, I don't know who thought it was a good idea. I guess because you know all those women who say, white or black, especially the ones who say, well, all this war, because I heard one person say, oh, if we would have been in charge from the beginning, they talking about beginning of time. Just, you know, what do you call it? Metaphorically, you know, hypothetically, there wouldn't have been all this war. Women would have been in charge. So I think, and I actually heard one who was in politics who was saying if women was in charge now of different things, different alphabet groups, you know, the government groups, the law enforcement agencies, it wouldn't be so much war and crime, and you know, because I guess they figured that since they can't do it the right way politically to get people to vote, because they know other women are the main ones who aren't going to vote for their ass, because they know how they do. We know they're the main ones that'll bust you out, like with on the job, where the girl's like, oh, he did this to me, and the main one, because the women, they'll be the first one to notice. That's how you hear it. You know, we don't notice it like that. It'll be the women pointing. Look at her, all up in that dude's face like that. You know, the boss. Look at she always wear shit like that because they, you know, also might be jealous because they, you know, body might not be like hers, but also might be they might really be pissed off. Like, what are you doing? Like, bitch, I you know how hard I work, and you gonna come here, you know, that low cut, this, that, you been all over in this motherfucker face. Bitch, she get the promotion and I don't. And I bust my ass, you know, other women. It don't be us. We don't even really much unless we pay, especially nowadays, you're too scared. This was before Me Too, trust me. Way decades ago, we was already feeling it if you work. The ones who don't feel it didn't work. So that's why they're on your side, because they really never was working back in the day. They wasn't working before September 11th. They wasn't working during September 11th. So that's how y'all got these effeminate grown dudes my age who are on your side because they didn't feel it. You know, we felt that fear years ago. Like, oh shit, man. Long before celebrities started getting fucked up, you know, especially in the military. And it's nothing new to me. This shit ain't new. You know, yeah, can't say this, can't say that, can't look this, can't do that. Okay, this is a long time before September 11th. It's already hit the military. You know, they made movies about it. I remember it in the 80s. Tail hook scandal and all that shit. So definitely by the time I joined, that shit have been coming down, nigga. Y'all just feeling the fucking heat. I knew it was that guy. He was had on some blue dickies and that's his work uniform. And then little chick that just got in her car right there. I came out here at this time other days, and so I guess since I haven't been to work since last week, look, because it looks like he's pouting. Maybe he's supposed to walk a different way. So anyway, it made me lose my train of thought. That shit was funny. Damn, what was I talking about? It's just the absurdity with these, but also, like I said, maybe they are telling the truth now, because like I said, these dudes are it's not my idea. I give credit where credit was due. Last night, one commenter was like, hey, but these little feminine dudes are pretty rapey. And it's like, you know what, maybe that's why we can't grasp it. You know, can't believe all these stories. You know, it's like, they you know, the black guys, the younger black guys, you know, the black guy Since when you gotta rape a girl? Like, every color. And I'm not you can get mad and women and who's gonna get mad? Black women. Oh y'all with all these other races of women. Like why y'all, nigga? You gotta rape somebody nowadays. These little teenage boys. Look, see one after another, one after another. Everybody's coming out. I've been out here at the same time. Every other morning, nobody. Don't see nobody. It's nobody. The car's either already gone. And look, he put his head down. They're all looking for something. He's looking for something just like the other guy that came out that building was looking for something. It's like that. It's crazy. One after another, they just come out. And, I guess they're going to play the victim. I'm the one that's cold. I reverse. I'm the one who isn't being nice. That they that's another one. Oh shit! This is crazy. I'm the one who's rude, and that's why I made the other video weeks ago. Like the dude rude, girl, dude, both of you. Rude is the last thing y'all need to be worried about. Just like a drug dealer worried about the people who reported him being rude. Oh, that was so rude. His neighbors were tired of the activity and what goes on. And this is back in the day. I'm talking about. I don't know. I guess it still goes on. I don't know. I haven't been around, but worried about being rude. You killed somebody. You're rude. Stop being so rude. It doesn't work because you're a female criminal. You can't say stop being rude when you're committing a crime and you're a gang stalker any time of the day that you're actively participating. I don't care how nice you smile on your face, your cashier, welcome to so-and-so, but you're a gang stalker. You're committing a crime. No one has to be nice to you when you're committing a crime on them, when they're the victim of your crime. Who says, where's that rule at? That doesn't work like that. You're listening to too many of these motherfuckers right now that's desperately trying to win an election. So they saying anything, even in front of the whole world, to get a vote. I'm sorry, they're setting y'all, especially black women, y'all really, really are being set up for failure. Do not listen. I'm telling you, all that, you don't listen to these the top 2 rappers. I'm trying to tell you, it's not... some of those white women y'all seeing that they love it, but they remember, this is not racism. Trust me. You're not white. You're not a white woman. Don't start. They might quote Carter. They love quote to them. It's empowering and having all this sex. Do not. Okay, listen to this. You know better. Look at her. Another one. Everybody's coming out this morning on time. Everybody has to go to work at the same time. Some people got to be to work at 9, or 8, 7, 5, 4. School, everybody's out this morning. Everybody's just looking crazy. Stupid looks on their face. Oh, yeah, this is awesome. I gotta find a way to tie this together. Oh, maybe I should just contact this to see what they say. This crazy dude. It's no case because there's no way they don't know. So I want to see what type of lie they're gonna say to try to convince me it's just me and I must have watched too much YouTube. And what they're gonna reply like, nah, bro, because I've been saying this longer than YouTube was invented. You got proof? Yeah, it's medical records at the VA. That's why I had them appointments. So yeah, when you ask me what I do for a living, really nothing. I work part-time. I get him a check from the VA. It wasn't a brag. It wasn't a scam. It wasn't y'all stupid program worked so well. But like I said, my training was not to hurt nobody myself. I'm like, no, I didn't join the military to learn training to kill my own people. And I don't even mean black people. I'm just on my own country, man. So it must be something wrong with me. That's what I thought at the time. I guess I'll go get help. This shit, guys. I'm thinking some pills would fix it. And then it's like, obviously, pills can't fix when somebody is really following you. So no, pills won't make that go away. There are some that will make it go away, but that means they just got you so loopy, you don't notice what's going on around you. And thankfully, they never put me on none of that shit. That lets me know right here that even years ago, decades ago, they knew what the fuck was really going on. So they put me on these other pills. They was powerful too, but They had other side effects, weight gain, shit like that, but not the psychotropic shit. So again, yeah, that's going to be another part of the claim. I shouldn't have had to be on those pills, and you idiots really was following me around, and I'm like, Doc, this is not working. I'm still having these thoughts, these people saying these things behind me. You had a total stranger. Then, like I said, years later, decades later, literally exactly what I said. Oh, that's called street theater. Oh, that's what they do. They follow you. They go through stuff. They go trash all of this, and then they have two actors or whatever, maybe not professionals, but actors, just participants, perps. You know, you might have had a conversation in private with someone 2 days ago. So now you're walking down the street, getting ready to ride the bus, whatever you're doing. You're at the gas station, and they're saying the things you said. That's impossible. You thought you was the only one. They isolate you. Thought you made you think you was this and that. Got your family members, your spouses. Then they do with the kids. That's how heinous these little bitches are. And like dude walking, little bitch. Who. You're lucky. You're lucky what country we live in. The same country you trying to tear apart. You lucky we live in this country, motherfucker. I'm dead serious. All these motherfuckers. But, you know what I'm saying? They got power to beat all that shit. So, the same country you hate and want to tear apart. All you niggas and white folks together, like I said. You saw how many came out just now. All races, like I said, you live in an apartment. There's a predominantly Indian about 4 years ago. It's really still right up the street. They work at the Wells Fargo headquarters. Trust me, I know, because I literally, so it was nothing but the foreigners, but that's the one where one random nigga just shot at me, and this was about 2014 in this apartment, and I'll go back into that again. Didn't know him, didn't know nobody, like I said, but I got that's on police, because I called the police, not because I was scared, but the bullet missed me and went through one of the neighbors that I don't even know. Just like right now, I was down there and he shot from over there, and the bullet went through their window. So I asked the cop, and I looked at, shit, this nigga just shot somebody's car. They gonna be like, what the fuck happened? And I looked through the window, and the bullet went into their dashboard where the passenger side airbag was. So it's like you feel bad, even though I had nothing to do with it. And at the time, I didn't know what gang stalking was. It was 2014. So I'm like, why is this fucking dude? But I had been known something was going on, like I said. But, but by then I really did start doing math, and like, it really can't be me. But I just, from all the shit we was taught, it's like, this is impossible. That there's people. But it's just like, nah, I got to think about it. It really don't take that many people. Maybe 20 a day would make me think everybody in the world was part of this shit. Because for a while you think that, then you start thinking. But that's why I think there's insiders. I think they started, doing that. Other people started to think that. But, yeah, that's why I think y'all shit is just basically done. All the evil you fucking did. The stupidity at its finest. Just greed. This greed, stupidity, jealousy. Cause like I said, after I started getting my check started increasing, is this not fair? Why is he getting it? It's like, cause I remember when I first started going, and I didn't know, but it's like, started, the nurses and the doctor would leave the door open. It's like, wait, I thought it's supposed to, close the door. And the black nurses would go by, and I would hear, and people I would know would tell me, you think this is going to happen? You think this is going to work for you? I remember that I was telling them about the business I wanted to start a long time ago. And that evening, somebody called me. No way they could have known. And just random, you think your plan is going to work? How in the fuck do you know what I said to that doctor today? Because I was like, these people must be against me because, like I said, it was years, decades ago. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, how's this possible, doc? I'm just trying to start a bill. Why are they against me? And it wasn't like the people I know, and I felt, oh well, it's just jealousy of the people I know. I'm like, these are total strangers. How the fuck did it? What type of shit is going? And they like I said back then, they started with on in on me like I'm trying to be better than them niggas, man. Like the one in the car right now, the one that just pulled off. Like, why y'all doing this crabs in the bucket shit? You tried it like I'm trying to leave y'all. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Making y'all look bad or something. How am I making y'all look bad? You already have a degree. Why can't I do what y'all told us to do since we were kids? That it's not gonna be enough. Just regular Social Security and retirement. That's why in the '90s, companies for everybody started 401k and all that, help making you save for retirement. Because by then Social Security was only like what 30 years old or something. Now it's 50 something. And, in the '80s you had all those retirees who were retiring had put in, and this is not enough. They can't pay their bills. They can't pay in the summertime, the heat waves. They can't keep the AC on, the electricity. You got to help them. And they worked all their lives, and so I'm thinking, shit, I still got to do something. It didn't matter that I'm hurt, and that's how, so I got to keep pushing no matter what. End up in the hospital, physically problems, still good, but heal up from that. So now, like I said, superstition, like I'm not being thankful to God and the doctor to healing me by going back to work these hard jobs, like I'm trying to show off. Like, no, that's what I'm used to. That's my training. Get back up and fight. I'm sorry. Y'all get, oh, that's me too. Who taught you that? On the street, on the hoop, playing hoops? It's not the same, bro. Your life, it wasn't, it just isn't. You don't have the mentality. That's why you quit. Because you have that option. In the military, you don't have that option. You can nowadays, but you also had that hanging over your head. Well, shit, my life gonna be ruined for a while because I got a dishonorable discharge. So, like I said, you can't. Oh, you can. I know there's people who did. They said, fuck it. They was out. That's what I'll be talking about. They got out. And that's why I'll be talking about the pogue and sitting there be in front of the Dollar Tree who thought it was a good thing to say, yeah, I found the way I got a, he didn't say it like he said he wanted out. And you telling me like this, and like if you would listen, the gang stalker in charge would have told you, if you heard my story, I didn't plan on getting out. I wasn't looking for it. That shit totally happened, changed every fucking thing. When I got hurt, I was on my way up, so it wasn't, Ben had, because like I said, I re-enlisted right after they helped me re-enlist. As soon as I healed up, it just so happened I got hurt like 7 months before I was supposed to re-up. And as soon as I said, yeah, because that's what I had been planning on doing the whole 20. And so, no, I wasn't looking for a way out, you stupid bitch. And like I said, when I was talking to the guys I do be talking to on the job, that's why I brought up our new guys who wanted to get out, and females. But that starts literally the first week of basic training. You're always going to have guys, and I guess now because it's co-ed, and girls that immediately like, this shit is not what I thought. I want out. Even now, how soft they've gotten, want to get out. So that's nothing new. But bitch, like I said, you coming at me thinking you doing the right thing,